my channel, I am talking about new Wet n Wild products. Yay! So I was at my Fred Meyer and just love Fred Meyer. If you don't have a Fred Meyer, I don't know what the equivalent is. It's like a Walmart, but not as Walmart-y. So anyway, but they always have really good makeup. Okay, drugstore makeup. I saw this display for new Wet n Wild stuff, and all three items were these primer, setting spray. So I'm like, one of those. I just bought them all. But when they're like $4.99, you're like, I'm gonna buy them all. So yeah, this is the Photo Focus line. There is a setting spray, there is a lash primer, and there is an eyeshadow primer. I also picked up this shimmer Take on the Day eyeshadow primer that is from the Fergie collection, I should say. It said it was new. I was like, is this new? Because I thought I saw this before, but it said it was new. And I think I got this at Walgreens. This is shimmery. I'll show you. Let me tell you about the shimmer one, and then I'll jump into the Photo Focus collection. So I am wearing this on this lid, and I'm wearing my Morphe shadows. This is the 35O palette. I do have a tutorial, or I show you how I put this look on in a separate video. I put it on this lid, and then this is the other primer, and you cannot tell the difference. I prefer this one, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay, so here it is. Reminds me of the Urban Decay shimmer, but it comes out like that, and then it's pretty opaque, and it's very shimmery, and it's pink, but it does set, so that's very cool. Yeah. However, when I first got it, I had to work it, because when I first opened the tube and squeezed it, a whole bunch of oily kind of stuff came out. Now, so yeah, good stuff if you like the shimmer. If you don't like the shimmer, then I suggest this. So this is Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. Long lasting, of course. What's the point of primer if it's not for long lasting? Dries on invisibly, never creases. I will say that it did dry invisibly. It also dried kind of a matte. It doesn't have any color to it. No, it does. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so confused. It has a little bit of color to it. See that? Like a little hint. And then you put it on, and you kind of can't see it anymore. It blends out. But it dries to a matte, and it blurs. It really does sort of blur the eyelid. And then you let it set, and it really makes a nice shadow base. It does. I'm telling you. For $4.99 or whatever it is, this is great. Okay, so that's the shadow primer. Then we have this Builds Lashes. This is your typical lash primer, pre-coat, I guess you could say, base coat. Looks like this. It's white. It's got a very basic brush. And it definitely coats your lashes, and then you put on your mascara and you're good to go. I used a mascara today I don't really care for, and I haven't talked about this yet, but it's the CoverGirl Plumpify. It's the new one that's out everywhere. Honestly, guys, I just don't care for this mascara. It has this big spirally brush, and I mean, it's okay, but there's just other better ones out there. So if you haven't bought it yet, don't bother. If you have bought it and you like it, great. I'd love to know, but I have to put tons and tons of coats on. So what I did is I used this Wet n Wild primer, and then I put on the CoverGirl, and I did several coats of the CoverGirl, and I actually like it. Like, I think this helped. I think it helps if you have a mascara you don't really like, or you feel like you're not getting a whole lot out of. It kind of gives more oomph to it. For me, the Chantecaille Fancy Mascara, I did put this on before it just for fun one day, and I didn't notice any difference. So it's kind of like if you have a great mascara that is doing amazing things for you, then, you know, maybe you just don't need a lash primer. But if you kind of have a mascara, you're like, well, I don't want to pitch it yet, so maybe I'll just, instead of buying a new one, and I don't know. So last in that collection is this is the setting spray. This is full of alcohol. Let's just be straight up with that. There are all kinds of ingredients in here. I don't even know. There's dimethicone, of course. It's hard to tell with setting sprays like how well they work. Every time I've worn this, I feel like my makeup looks good. I'm not gonna, it doesn't have, I don't think it makes my face look, you know, more dewy or matte or like blurs fine lines, or, you know, it has like this magic formula. It's just a setting spray. But don't take a breath in when you spray it. Like the Scandinavia, I can spray it and it doesn't bother me. This stuff, I spray it, and if you don't just kind of let it go first and then you're like, anyway. Yeah, it's got a lot of alcohol in it, so it just kind of goes right up the nose. But it has a good sprayer. I mean, I will say that. So there you go. I just wanted to share. Oh, before I sign off, can you see how the eyeshadow primer is matte now? And then this one is like super shiny, but it's like super set as well. So eyeshadow primers, good stuff. Setting spray, pretty good. Lash primer, like pretty good for a lash primer, not something I feel like is absolutely necessary. So there you have my take on the new Wet n Wild. And I hope you like this video. I'm just going to kind of keep bringing you stuff as I get to it. And I will, if I see it in the store, I'm going to buy it and just get it on my channel. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!